Hey guys, it's Jason here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another unboxing. First, check out the rack I made for all my tires. This actually was something we had used for our bunny. It was kind of his enclosure, and then we changed things up a little bit and we took it all apart and we were trying to figure out what we were going to do with it. And then I was like, you know what? I bet you I could put something together to hold all my tires, and that is exactly what I did. So I'm super happy I have that. Plus it also lets me put the Mojave on top. But guys, today's video, we are unboxing a new Maxx V2. So this is the WideMaxx with a longer chassis. Over here I've got some goodies for it, as well as a couple of things for the sledge. But I just want to get this box open, guys. I want to see it. Beside the Solar Flare Haas. And let me know, guys, right now what color you think I got. I'll give you a hint. It's not green. It's not red. It's not orange. It's not rock and roll. And it's not yellow. Anyways, guys, I'm going to get into All right, guys, here it is. The blue Traxxas Maxx. So I've got to say, guys, I had pretty much all the colors I was interested in were available at Eliminate RC when I was getting this truck. So the three colors I was interested in were the blue, the yellow, which is that other, even though it's yellow, it's barely got any yellow on it, and the rock and roll, which I also really liked because I really liked that kind of that little video where they've got Traxxas did where they've got the rock and roll body on a Maxx Gen 1 with the red arms. I really always thought that was super cool. But after just looking, you know, at pictures, even though there wasn't a whole lot out there with this blue Maxx. So I am going to take this truck outside later and just take some pictures so you guys can get a good look at it. But I really like the blue. I think it looks super cool. If you guys do not know what a Maxx V2 is, even though I'm guessing most of you guys do, it's a Traxxas Maxx. All it has is the WideMaxx kit already installed, and it's got a longer chassis. It also, guys, has these bad boys. So the funny thing was, and you guys can see here, it's kind of neat that the sledgehammer tires, so these were obviously the stock tires on the Haas. For a while, these were actually getting put on the Maxx V1s, and you can see that there's definitely a good size difference there. So I'm kind of would be at some point, oh no, these are 12 millimeter though, so I won't be able to put them on here, but I would have been curious to see how they would have looked, because to me, they just would look really small. But anyways, guys, what I'm going to do in this video, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about the Maxx. Obviously, I'll take the body off and all that kind of fun stuff. But I'm going to talk more about my plans for the truck and what this truck had to beat out for me to make the purchase on it, because there was two other trucks that I was strongly interested in. And one of them would have won if, actually, to be really fair, guys, the two of them I would have had before this one, even though now that it's all said and done, I think I made the right decision. All right, so the two trucks, guys, that I was looking at was the Savage X Flux and the associated MT8. Both of those trucks had my interest. I watched a lot of videos. I like them both. But at the end, guys, I decided to go with the Maxx just because I liked all the parts support. This is a truck that I'll be driving, but I think eventually I'll be handing the radio over to my son, and he'll be driving it a lot. And I wanted him, just like with the Haas, because he's going to be driving the Haas, I wanted him to learn on something that, you know what, if he breaks apart, he breaks an arm while he's learning how to jump, he's learning how to backflip, who cares? Everywhere we go, we can pick up an arm, no problem. We can pick up parts, no problem. Plus, guys, let's face it, the Maxx is an absolute tank. It might not be the most best handling truck, but it is an absolute tank. And I've got, guys, I picked up a new white WideMaxx kit. Yes, I know I don't need all those parts, but it was just easier. And plus, they had the white kit in stock. They didn't actually have all the individual arms. So we're going to be doing white arms on this truck. I've got the steel drive shafts also to go into this truck. Blue turnbuckles, the 17 millimeter hexes. These parts here are for the sledge. The shock caps, I believe, actually also go on this truck. I believe they're the exact same ones. So I may just end up putting these on this truck and getting new ones for the sledge, or another set for the sledge. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, guys, but the big thing is over here. So I've got this Maxx 8 2200 kV combo. And one of my earlier Maxx had a Sidewinder 8 scale system in it. So that was the 2200 kV Castle motor with the Sidewinder 8. And I absolutely loved it. To me, guys, it just transformed everything. It gives this truck a lot of power, smooth power, and it just really transforms it. And the reason I'm going with that bigger ESC motor, besides from obviously, guys, the performance increase and everything else, is this right here. That is a Gens Ace 5000 milliamp 5S pack that, as you can see, fits perfect. So I am always a fan, guys, of adding a little bit more power to a truck. Sometimes you can go too far. Sometimes a lot of trucks, especially in the stock form, don't have enough. Personally, the Maxx on 4S is fun, but I'm still not a fan of this ESC. If you guys have been on the channel, you know I talk about it all the time. I cannot stand Traxxas ESCs. But for the most part, the 4S in this truck, because this is a good truck, guys, this has got a lot of weight to it, I find the 4S isn't quite powerful enough. So 5S power, basically we're adding one more cell with this combo, should be an absolute blast. I'm probably going to stick with stock gearing first and go from there, check how my temps are and all that kind of fun stuff. But I think the 5S with that combo is going to be an absolute blast. Now, I also have, guys, because I just bought last night, but it's on its way to me, I did pick up a Hobbywing Max 8 G2 with the 2250 slightly longer can motor. So that is something else I'm considering putting in this truck. I bought it for my Chronos. I wanted to see how that was going to be in that truck, adding a little bit more power. Probably going to try it in the Sledge too. But for the most part, I think 5S with this combo is going to make this truck just rock. I have, obviously, guys, more plans than just those parts over there, but you got to start somewhere. And pretty much, guys, all this was a pretty expensive kind of start. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys, so I know this is a completely different kind of unboxing than you kind of used to. Usually I go into a lot of details, but really, it's a Traxxas Maxx. We've covered the ESC, we've covered the motor, we've covered the stock servo. It's okay, it's not great. That'll be getting upgraded too. And pretty much, guys, for the most part on this truck, what we're looking at is we're looking at the body. We're looking at these colors because I think the blue is just incredible. I think the blue with the white arms is going to look amazing. I am a fan of the Sledgehammer tires. I love them on the Haas. They work really, really well in all conditions, and they wear very well because I've ripped this thing sometimes, guys, for 5-10 minutes straight in a parking lot on the pavement, and then I'm off-road, and I'm back and off-road, and they still have, guys, tons of tread left. So I'm hoping, guys, these are the same. These feel a little bit more gummier. They slightly feel like a little bit of a different compound, but they might not be. Maybe they just feel a little different. But for the most part, guys, you know what? I'm not going to go on that much longer in this video. What I'm hoping to do, guys, the Maxx series of videos I'll be doing will be more about the upgrading and obviously running. I am not sure if I'm going to run this truck in the stock form with the stock ESC motor. I think I'm just going to try to sell it because I know I'm going to be changing it. I have no doubt in my mind. And yeah, why start off with that system? You never know. We'll see, guys, how it goes. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the truck outside and I'm going to grab a few pics. And that is it, guys. That is all. Again, I know this is a completely different kind of unboxing video, but I didn't want to bore you guys with just the same old, same old. Everybody has covered this truck and they've done a lot of great videos out there. So anyways, guys, that is it. If you enjoyed this video, give me a big thumbs up. Please subscribe. Stay tuned, guys, because there's going to be a lot going on with this truck. I am going to have a lot of fun with this truck. We are going to be launching it, sending it, bashing it, seeing how it handles, trying different sets of wheels and tires, all that kind of fun stuff on it. Because I'm going to say something, guys, right off the bat. One thing that Traxxas does really well is their bodies. I like truck bodies. I like bodies and setups that don't have wings, and I don't always want a truggy look. And that's why I was a fan of the Haas. That's why I've been a fan of the Maxx, because again, they look like a truck. You do have a pretty good wheelie bar on the back of this truck. My first Maxx, I never broke anything to do with the wheelie bar. I did break the bumper up here, down there. I broke that piece right there, right here. That was the only thing, actually, guys, I ever broke. It always just took everything I ever gave it. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it. Take care and enjoy the pics.